Ireland and Germany battling for 13th place here at the World Lacrosse Women's World Championship. Let's meet our players to watch. We begin with Ireland's Cleo Kerr, the midfielder from Frederick, Maryland, by way of Robert Morris University. 19 goals in the tournament, 21 points. She's come up with 23 draw controls, and she had an overtime game winner earlier in the tournament against Hong Kong, China. She's been exceptional. For Germany, our player to watch, Jenny Markey. She wears number 15. From Syracuse, just finished her sophomore season. 13 goals, 8 assists, 21 points, tied for the team lead. She also has added 25 draw controls and 11 ground balls. She's done a little bit of everything during the course of this tournament. The head coach is for Ireland, Sarah Walsh, who won an NCAA championship during her own playing career at Northwestern, currently an assistant at St. Stephen's, St. Agnes High School. And Denise Rosler for Germany. Walsh is assisted by Catherine Conway, Eileen Ferry, and Kaki Langhurst. Rosler by Carl-Hendrik Neubert, as well as Lisa Schulte and Rachel Schwab. Just about set for the opening draw, Germany. Those black shirts, black skirts, white numerals, they'll be moving left to right on your internet dial here in this first quarter. Ireland, white shirts, white shorts, green numerals, they'll be moving from right to left. Great to have you with us for this 13th place game. One last chance for these players to showcase their skills to the world here in 2022 as they wind down their experience at the World Championships in Baltimore. Set for the opening draw, Dressendorfer for Germany, and that's taken instead by Rachel Ward. And we'll meet the starters for Ireland. In goal, Emily Gavin. In 7 games this tournament, she's allowed 73 goals, a 10.41 goals against average. She's made 51 saves, stopping 41.1% of the shots she's faced. Katrina Dowd, Robin Morris, Maggie Egan, Liney Somerville, Skylar Neal, Rachel Ward, Amelia Heisler, Cleo Kerr, and Nadine Fidel join her in the starting lineup. Dowd, leading goal scorer for Ireland at the tournament. She's got 23, swings it out to Ward. Ireland had a tough go of it in the first couple of games here in championship week, falling 18-4 to Australia on Tuesday and 9-8 to their rival Scotland on Wednesday, but bounced back to beat Hong Kong, China for a second time in the tournament yesterday to get to this position. Rachel Ward shoots low and scores. Skips it home. Ward scoring for the first time tonight, the 12th time this tournament. It's her 14th point here at the World Championship. Ireland draws first blood. They're on top 1-0. Minute 15 gone by in the first quarter. Ward had such an impressive collegiate career at Lock Haven University, scoring 139 goals from 2012 to 2015. Ireland trying to match how they finished at the 2017 World Cup when they finished in 13th place. Don't want to lose any ground in the world rankings. So we head back to the draw circle. Again, Ward and Kim Dressendorfer. Dressendorfer pops it the opposite way, but there to pick it up is Skylar Neal. And Neal will be willing to work backwards in order to work forwards, as Ireland looks to clear, get it into the box, and try to add to that 1-0 advantage. Ireland played in the very difficult Pool D, the only competitive pool. I mean, all the teams from Pool A advanced to the championship bracket. But Pool D proved to be the bracket that produced a third team. Ireland finished in second place in that bracket. They lost to New Zealand in a highly competitive opener last week, 10-8. Then they beat Spain 10-6. Won that thriller against Hong Kong, China 12-11, and beat Austria 14-10 to get into the championship bracket. Dowd dodging right. Dowd on the run, no angle. Tries to redodge, come back the other way. Instead moves at the middle. Shot low from Egan is saved. Ball was loose, and it'll belong to Germany. First save of the day for Louisa Beck. Beck came in today 6 games at the tournament, 4 starts, playing 254 minutes and 6 seconds, allowing 29 goals, 6.85 goals against average, making 23 saves. Opportunity right underneath for Germany. Shot deflected. Helf couldn't get it through. Gortz comes up with it to protect possession for the Germans. Beck's 23 saves coming in today, 44.2% of the shots that she had faced. The other starters today for Germany, as I mentioned, Lauren Gortz and Tessa Helf, Julia Markey, Laura Kostchorek, Jenny Markey, Lena Steed, Kim Dressendorfer led the team with 16 goals, as well as Marlene Steyer and Antonia Garba. Dressendorfer calling for it. Garba instead trying to get in front, and right there, Gavin going up, making a save just below that top bar. Still 1-0 as Gavin denies Garba. Ireland right back to work. Gavin just finished her junior season at Georgetown. Second team all Big East this year, making 142 saves. Very nice one there. Neal. Down, and they'll keep it moving. Oh, away from the ball, the whistle gives it back to Germany. Of course, it would be understandable to question the motivation of a team that's fighting for 13th place. Say, how much do you really care about that versus being in 14th? I think the real motivation about a night like tonight is it's the last time you'll be together with this exact same group of players. Most of these players will still end up being involved with their national teams moving forward, and certainly some of these players, if not many of them, will continue to be part of the program. But you just never know, whenever the next gathering of the national team is, whether it will be the exact same group of players. And this was the goal, this event. You worked, you pushed, you drove yourself in order to be here. So obviously, you want to go out as strongly as you can this final time you get the opportunity to play here at the World Championships, the marquee event in this sport. The cutter, nowhere to go for Julia Markey, speaking of marquee. 2 Markeys on the German team. Julia, her sister Jenny. It's Markey, M-A-R-K-E-Y, not Marquee. Jenny Markey now, drifting back to the left. Swings it out to Garba. Markey, Garba, and Dressendorfer, all with 20-plus points in this tournament. That was a really difficult shot from Neubauer. She was well defended. Tried to push it out of her stick anyway, could not get it on goal. Goes back the other way. Neubauer, the captain of this German team, could tell she was thinking about it. She knew she didn't really have the opportunity to get a powerful shot on goal. But she was in so close. It seemed like she sort of thought, if I could just get it out of the stick in the direction of the goal, I might be able to put it in. Heisler ahead to Dowd. Ireland leading 1-0 as we approach the midway point of this first quarter. Final night of this championship event. Everything tomorrow scheduled for either the morning or the latest game scheduled tomorrow is the gold medal game at noon. This is the final time the lights will be on here at the World Championships. See, that's the schedule tomorrow. 2 games available, linear television. Tomorrow morning, Australia and England, 9:30 a.m. for the bronze. And then the big showdown, the rematch. The game that began the tournament will end it as well. USA and Canada, noon tomorrow for the gold on ESPN2. Foul away from the ball. Just a restart. Not a free position opportunity. Dowd trying to take advantage of the space that was there, though. was looking for the cutting Ward. Did not think it was wise to make the pass. Dowd. Back behind the cage. Gets it in front. It was knocked out of the stick of Maggie Egan and covered up by the German goalie Louise Beck. In transition, Germany's got to slow it down. Still looking for their first goal of the day, but they've done well to not allow Ireland to create any distance. And here's a great chance, Garba, but again denied by Gavin. Hot start. Long, dangerous pass, but wow, there was some heat on that to get it to Neal, make sure it didn't hang up too long to present an opportunity for Dressendorfer to try to take it away. That's an incredible outlet pass. Perfectly paced. You can tell why it is. She's an all Big East performer. So much to like about this Irish goalie. Rachel Ward dodging right. Path cut off. It's Lena Steed there to match with her. Possession continues. Dowd was trying to just camp out enough to maybe throw a backhander. Now, the other way, looks for a behind the back. She's trying to get nifty. Nothing there. The ball will knock it out of bounds. Beck clearly well out of the cage, lobs it forward. Nobody's there, but she'll be bailed out by Marlene Stayer. Comes over to help her out, pick it up off the turf, push it ahead. Still 1-0, under 5 minutes. It's been a quick moving first quarter. Ireland scoring the only goal. Belonged to Rachel Ward. Just more than a minute gone by in the quarter. Since then, both teams, in 10 seconds, it will be a 10-minute drought for both teams without having scored a goal. Mostly pleasant evening, a little overcast. Sun going down here in Baltimore. Good crowd. German supporters trying to get their team fired up to go get an equalizer. Markey drops it off. And another save from Gavin. Wow, she is on one as Garba denies her. So I'm told that the chant that you hear from the German fans translates to "Go Germany, score a goal," which would seem to be pretty good instruction, all things being equal. I would encourage them to do the same thing. Sometimes it really is that simple. My two sons play lacrosse, and I might need to dumb it down a little bit. Just start giving them that advice. Boys, just go score a goal. It really is that easy sometimes. And they do switch it up. We hear the familiar refrain. It sounds like actually in English of defense. Under 3 minutes to play in the first. Kerr keeps it moving. Patience from Ireland. Dowd from behind the cage. Now she tries to get in front. Nothing doing. Second defender comes over, so you always want to be looking around to see who might be open. Kerr gets free in front. Big hit up high to the head. No card. Kerr will get the free position, center hash. She's 3 of 8 on her free position shots in the tournament. Make it 3 of 9 as Beck holds on to that one. Goalies making plays in the early going. It's been a goalie battle. Beck and Gavin. we go under 2 minutes. Markey all the way through. That shot's deflected. And sometimes that actually can be a problem. Somerville did well to knock it down, but sometimes that can lead to a funny hop or a goalie who sees where the shot's headed and the deflection ends up causing the problem because it sends it the other way. That time it slowed it down enough that it was no problem for Gavin. And she's having a heck of a quarter. Already 6 saves here in the first 14 minutes of this game. Considering Ireland's patience, gonna be surprised if they force the issue much before we get to about that 30-second mark. 1 minute to play here in the first. 13th place in the tournament at stake. Dowd drifting back. And we go under 40. And once you get to around 30, when the clock starts to stop, you tend to see teams try to push because you do get that opportunity for maybe a make it, take it. 30 seconds, exactly when we see Cleo Kerr start to engage. Doesn't like what she sees. Lobbed in the middle. Oh, that's impressive. Katrina Dowd falling down. Gathers the feed from Egan. Manages to swing it home with 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Katrina Dowd makes it 2-0 Ireland. But that was a fun one. And that could be a hashtag SC Top 10 candidate. Dowd from Egan. Dowd's first goal tonight, 24th on the tournament, 33rd point to lead the team. Egan with her first assist, team leading 24th here at the World Championships and her 31st point on the tournament. 2-0 Ireland, 20 seconds, so still time if somebody grabs this quickly. Do it again. .2 seconds. Still time. You got to go. And boy, that was in the stick of Rachel Ward for a second. Ireland will have it. 15 seconds. Lots of things you can do in 15 seconds. That's why teams tend to engage around the 30-second mark. Ward lobs it down, overthrows Cleo Kerr. She's going to track it down before it goes out of bounds, but the clock's running. 9 seconds. Got to go in a hurry. 6 seconds now. Trying to see if somebody comes free. Now she wants to go kamikaze style herself. She tosses it. Did that go in? Charge, charge. Charge is the call. No goal. That would have been remarkable. Instead, it'll be how the quarter comes to a close. Ireland on top of Germany, 2-0 after 15 minutes. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championship on ESPN.
Carbon is the latest weight stick from Lacrosse, featuring true offset technology and ISO warp mesh to help drive the ball right into the sweet spot. And paired with our latest edge Pro Carbon handle, this stick is guaranteed to help you find your edge over the competition. You can test and buy new brand products at their tent in the Fan Village and Festival Event at Goucher College. Lacrosse is an official equipment sponsor of the U.S. Women's National Team. Gate Equipment provides the most innovative and authentic performing products in the game. Being unexpected leads to being legendary. Follow @Gate Lacrosse Official on Instagram. Gate Lacrosse, be legendary.
Ireland defender Amelia Heisler just graduated from college in 2019, so there is no chance that she was much older than, say, like 8 in 2005 when the film Wedding Crashers was in theaters. And yet, if you visit her Instagram page at @aheisler26, her bio includes the wonderful quote, "No excuses, play like a champion," from Vince Vaughn in the classic Wedding Crashers. She might be one of my favorite players now at this tournament. Amelia Heisler, who's been great, 15 ground balls and 8 caused turnovers coming into today. No excuses. She plays like a champion today. Team switch sides. Germany attacking right to left on your internet dial. Trailing 2-0 as we start the second quarter. We're all in agreement it's kind of a bummer. I get you got to call. You got to make the calls. But that last second diving attempt by Cleo Kerr that was waved off due to a charge. It did go. It would have been a goal. Charge is the right call. Sometimes you just want things to count. In sports, you just say, look, if it looks cool, let us have it. And that would have been really cool. Germany trying to figure out a way what would be cool for them is listening to their supporters and finding a way to get on the board. Kim Dressendorfer is good at that. 16 goals here in the tournament. Dodging right, Dressendorfer taken away, CT and GB for Cleo Kerr. She does everything. Getting in, making a defensive play. We know what she's capable of offensively. Ireland with a chance to grow this lead here early in quarter number 2. Germany's not done a poor job defensively. Just have not been able to turn it into any offense. So that was not great, and that's going to be an easy finish for Katrina Dowd. That might be the broadcaster's curse. Just as I was praising Germany's defense, Dowd makes one move, and she could have walked. She could have crawled all the way to the goal with the space that was left there right in front of the cage. Dowd makes it 3-0 as you see the German sideline. A little deflated at the moment. We talk about this a lot in this sport. All you need is one play. You just need something, and then if you can build off of that, you win a draw, you turn it into a good offensive set, and then you follow it up. Momentum can be created quickly. We saw earlier today, Italy was playing in the Platinum Bracket Championship game. They were down by 4. They had no life at all. Suddenly, in the span of 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, they scored 3 straight goals, and it was just building off of something, creating a little energy. Right now, Germany desperate to find that, whatever it's going to be, that gives them that little boost, gets them into this game. Dowd's second goal of the day, 25th of the tournament. Kerr trying to get free inside. She does, and she scores. It's all Ireland so far in the 13th place game. They lead 4-0. You get another look over that German sideline. Coach Sarah Walsh trying to figure out a way to get her team fired up. Ireland came to play tonight. Cleo Kerr, 20th goal of the tournament. And it's her 22nd point. Go back to the center circle. Again, Germany trying to dig in. We know they've got the horsepower. Mentioned earlier, they got 3 players with 20 or more points in this tournament. Got to have the ball in order to take advantage of that. Also, they've run into a red-hot goalie tonight. Things kind of conspiring against them at the moment. Garba had a shot at that draw. Instead, off the push, it will belong to Ireland. Ward picks it up. Irish team playing in their 4th ever World Championship. The best result was a 5th place finish back in 2009. As we mentioned, they finished 13th at the last World Championship. They don't want to give up any ground in the world rankings. They can match that by holding on here tonight, and they're off to a tremendous start. Dowd. Dowd surveys. 5 minutes gone in quarter number 2. Egan. Egan trying to work a 2-woman game with Dowd. Now space cleared out for her. She wants to try to make a move. Defenders hung up. And Dowd will come over the opposite side. Whistle away from the ball. She goes right back to the same spot. That's where she wants to work from. Instead, she gets inside. Oh, she wants a highlight goal tonight. You can see the frustration from Katrina Dowd. She badly wants to figure out a way to make Sports Center tonight. We have seen some incredible goals throughout the course of this tournament. Katrina Dowd is trying to join that group in transition the other way. Running out of room was Lauren Gortz, so she backs it off. Sends it over to Health. Germany once again tries to figure out a way to get on the board. We're 21 minutes into this tournament, Germany into this game, not the tournament. They have scored many goals in the tournament. Here in the game, however, they have not. Kochorik drops it off to Markey. Markey now to Dressendorfer. That's your prime candidate. Dressendorfer came into tonight with a realistic opportunity to go 20 goals in back-to-back World Championships. Entered with 16 tonight. She's got a lot of work to do to get there. She had 20 back in 17. Kochorik dodging left. She's got an alley, and she scores. Germany ends the drought. 7 minutes gone by in quarter number 2. Laura Kochorik, when she scores, they call her cash. And she was cash money. Cutting the lead to 4-1 at the midway point of the second quarter. Her nickname is actually Kosh. But the team says when she scores a goal, instead of yelling out Kosh, they yell out cash. They've done that now 4 times here at this tournament. She's got 6 points. Great shot. Perfectly to the near post. Cuts the lead to 3. Skylar Neal in great position. Gets the whistle. Ireland's got it back. And that's the thing. You're trying to build momentum if you're Germany. So the best thing you can do once you score a goal, turn around, win a draw, start to feel like you have something cooking. If you're Ireland, you can thwart that by quickly winning a draw and saying, no, you don't. You got nothing cooking. Dowd. Back behind to Kerr. Dowd and Egan standing in basically the same space. That actually ended up being a dangerous pass because I'm not sure everybody knew exactly where that was supposed to be. Good moving. Kerr. Oh, my word. She didn't catch that ball. She just redirected it. Cleo Kerr makes it 5-1 Ireland. And you can tell these Irish players, they're having fun. Cleo Kerr and her amazing purple hair. Imagine it's been popular walking around in Baltimore. I'm guessing a lot of people around here just think she's a random Ravens fan walking around. Hey, cool hair. Go Ravens. She's probably said back, huh? What? What? She's been popular at this tournament. 21 goals, 23 points. 5-1 Ireland. For Dowd, that's her 3rd point of the game. 10th assist, 35th point at the championships. Bit of an oddity here at 7:30 at night as the sun is both breaking through somehow and yet going down at the exact same time. So there is one patch of sunlight in the middle of the field, kind of hitting the center circle. Everything else clouded. Markey grabs this. Markey moves it to Health. Mentioned Germany has not really struggled to score goals in this tournament. Even in their losses, like their round of 16 loss at the Czech Republic, they scored 9. Their consolation bracket loss to Puerto Rico, they scored 8. They have averaged more than 10 goals per game here at this event. Right now struggling, Dressendorfer just keeps it moving. Fans again implore, score a goal. Garba trying, and she does oblige them. Antonia Garba, I got your goal right here. 15th of the tournament and her 22nd point, and Germany showing some fight here in this second quarter. Cutting it to 5-2 with 3:40 remaining in the half. Coming up at the half, we will again preview the final day of the tournament. Take a look at our first half stats. That's on the way. Halftime coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championship on ESPN. So Germany gets the goal. Can you turn it into momentum by following it up with winning a draw, getting possession back, putting together another good offensive possession? That ball bounces towards the restraining line. How about that speed of Rachel Ward getting to that ball? She was not the closest player to that. She just blasted through like she was shot out of a rocket. I guess you're not shot out of a rocket, you're shot out of a cannon. Close enough. I struggle sometimes. English is only my first language. Under 2.5 to play in this second quarter. Ireland has been in control throughout, trying to claim 13th place. Egan drops it off to Dowd. Dowd around the screen from Egan. Backs it off again. Moves it behind to Egan. Egan looks like she's asking Kerr for a screen. Gets it. Perhaps a matchup they want. Now she wants to screen back the other way. Kerr says, why don't we try something else? It seems like Ireland may be thinking about working a little clock. As we said, that 30-second mark seems to be when teams get aggressive at the end of these quarters. A little bit different in the fourth quarter, depending on the game circumstance, and remembering the clock stops anywhere inside 2 minutes on a goal or a ball out of bounds. Whistle. Morris trying to get free. Back behind the cage. Again to Dowd. Of course, even if you're moving, okay, Dowd now makes a cut towards goal. Doesn't like what she sees, so she drops back. Even if you're content, run a little clock, if something presents itself, you take it. Down to Egan, but Egan ran out of angle. Gets it to the middle. Oh, a bounce just wide for Morris. But it's picked up, protected. Dowd to Kerr. Kerr, 2 fakes and shoots it over the goal from right in front. Backed up again. Clock will stop here. No, it didn't, because the restart happened before the 30 seconds, so you can just keep moving. Egan trying to slip it to Kerr. It will be a free position opportunity for Kerr as the clock stops with 17.5 seconds. Kerr, we mentioned, 3 for 8 coming into tonight. Had one stopped earlier on her free position shots. Enjoying this homecoming. Maryland native. Scored 73 goals during her career at Robert Morris. Kerr does not push it to the goal this time. They don't have a lot of time. 12 seconds, back to Kerr. Kerr hasn't knocked out of her stick. Ball still loose, clock ticking. Germany will get it back. Good ground ball there from Kosturik. But that will be how the half comes to a close. Imagine Ireland's pretty happy with how they played in these first 30 minutes. They build up a 5-2 advantage. You're watching the 13th place game at the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships on ESPN.
You know, I've seen it all before. This goes Tiger, just as sharp from the bended knee. My main man, Money the King. There ain't nothing I ain't seen.
Okay, old school. Have you seen someone ball like John Morant? No, you can't. You've never seen anyone like a thing. The point guard, Queen, Sky, or Chloe Kim. Do you know there's never been anyone else like them? Look, OG, no disrespect. I know you think you've seen everything, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Checkmate.
Every player knows the skills you learn on the field can be the foundation for anything you choose to do in life.
Thank you for the sweat, the tears, the pride, and for the celebration we share.
When I reach for a stick, it's like I'm shaking hands with history. Thank you for connecting me to a greater community.
It's more than a game to me. It's a gift to be a positive force in young athletes' lives. And I'm thankful I can help the next generation develop a love for the sport.
When I was his age, those moments on the field meant everything. Thank you for giving us a way to stay connected, even as they get older.
We're growing beyond goals on the field. And our futures are united.
You give me the opportunity to fuel aspirations
and to ignite potential.
So thank you, Lacrosse.
For inspiring me to be me.
We are better,
Safer,
and wiser together.
and we're building a stronger future
For everyone.
Halftime at Tiger Field. Glenn Clark with you. ESPN Plus coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championship. Germany trailing Ireland 5-2. Again, this is how we got here. Ireland beating Hong Kong, China. Germany beating Mexico to set up this 13th place matchup. The big story at the World Championships. It's Championship Saturday tomorrow. Bronze medal game first. 9:30 a.m. between Australia and England, but then the United States and Canada. The matchup most of us expected in the gold medal game, but was not guaranteed. England really battled Canada in the semifinals. You see, it was 11-9. But Canada got there, so that rematch of the tournament opener for the gold medal. The United States looking to be the first ever country to win a gold medal on their home soil here in the World Championships. Take a look at our first half stats next. It's halftime on ESPN. Ireland on top of Germany 5-2 in the 13th place game. We take a look at our halftime stats, and the number that indeed jumps off the page, draw controls, Ireland 7, Germany 2. Also throw in the fact that Emily Gavin made 6 first-quarter saves. It has been difficult for Germany to get anything going offensively. Shots pretty even, 11-8. Those saves stand out. Ground balls dead even, 5-5. Ireland has actually turned it over 3 times. Germany just 1. They just haven't had the ball quite as much, and that's been the problem. Individually for Ireland, Katrina Dowd, 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Cleo Kerr with 2 goals as well. Rachel Ward has the other. And for Germany, Laura Kosturik and Antonia Garba, the goal scorers here in the first half. Louisa Beck has made 3 saves. All adds up to 5-2, which is where we are at the half. Second half is next. You're watching coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championship on ESPN.
We want the gold medal. We've been dreaming of it our entire lives. But this summer, we want more. We have an opportunity together to change the sport and women's athletics for the better. The eyes of the lacrosse community will be on us. Never has this sport been more popular. Never has this platform been bigger. So what's this about? A team of talented women with a shared goal. Inspiring a new generation, one whose identity is a sense of pride and not a limitation. Relentlessly pursuing equity in our sport and beyond, we want the greatness of all women's athletes to shine. The world will be watching. Let's put on a show. This is more than a medal. Are you with us?
Fasten your seatbelt.
The game you've always loved just found a new gear.
Introducing World Lacrosse Sixes.
It's speed and scoring.
Tempo and transition.
Athleticism and action.
It's big-time energy packed onto a smaller playing surface.
It's the game you've always loved, brought to you at warp speed.
It's lacrosse on the Autobahn.
Don't blink. This is World Lacrosse Sixes.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here at Tiger Field. Ireland on top of Germany, 5-2 in the 13th place game. Glenn Clark with you for ESPN's coverage of the World Championships. Final chance for these teams to play here in Baltimore. They've come from all over the world. It's been an outstanding event. We have been so proud to bring it to you, and I keep saying, as someone who lives here in Baltimore, we have been so proud to host this event and show off this region to the entire globe. Cleo Kerr out there. Sorry, that's Rachel Ward again. You would know it was Kerr because her hair wouldn't look like that. Dressendorfer for Germany. Pop back up towards the restraining line, and great grab on a hop. That's a winning play. Skylar Neal, and the draw dominance continues for Ireland. Really making it tough for Germany to find a way back into this game, winning 8 of the 10 draws, including that last one. Ireland got going early, scored just over a minute into the game, scored the first 4 of the game. They have not trailed. It has not been tied. They have been in control from the start of this one as they try to go out with a bang in their finale here at the World Championship. And you would think they'd actually like to create a little separation, maybe get a few more players on the field. I think in Ireland they actually do call it a pitch. Here before this thing is over. Kerr, oh my word, off the side of the net. She stung that. There was a lot of power on it. Tough angle though. Germany gets it back, and you can see these Irish players, probably part of the nature of it being the 13th place game. They have a time or two tonight, as Kerr will get hit with the yellow for that. They have a time or two tonight going for the spectacular. Again, looking to go out with a bang, looking to do something that might get passed around on social media, celebrated. Some fun for everyone at the final game of the tournament. Woman up opportunity for Germany. They are far from out of this, despite the fact they have only scored 2 goals. They only trail by 3 with all sorts of time remaining in this game. Got to turn things around at the draw circle, but they are quite capable of making a charge here. Markey, oh my! That's Steph Curry range. Jenny Markey dropping the bomb. Out at about 11 meters. They convert the woman up. Markey scores her first of the game, 14th of the tournament, and her 22nd point. Give Garba the assist, first of the game and 2nd point, 8th assist, 23rd point of the tournament, and it's a 2-goal game. 5-3. We made her a player to watch for a reason. It always makes us feel smarter when the player to watch does something. Real tough when you identify a player to watch and you can't reference it the rest of the night. Battle for this draw continues, and it will belong to Ireland. And that's the issue for Germany with trying to get a little momentum. They haven't been able to follow up a goal with controlling a draw. It's not impossible, of course, to not win your draws and still end up winning a game. You got to dig in. You got to play some great defense. You certainly need your goalie to step up. But it's hard. It's tough. It is far more likely if you can at least make it competitive at the draw circle. And Germany has not done that here in the first 2 quarters and change. Kerr, 2 defenders greet her. Comes back up top. Starting a dodge, then backing off is Dowd. Dowd now gets set. Hop step. Push back a little bit. Steed in there defending. Gives it off to Ward. Ward has some space cleared out for her. Does she want to attack? Markey defending her. They may have Gortz there in front of the cage just in case Ward decides to go. She wanted to dig in, but no room for her. Nothing there for Ward, so she keeps it moving. Egan. Lobs it up to Morris. Morris doesn't like what she sees. Germany is hanging in there defensively, not giving Ireland anything. Oh, great move. Shot low, but a good save from Beck. Race to the end line. Ball still being contested, and it goes back the other way. It belongs to Germany. Rachel Ward got a great look after getting some separation. Beck didn't have a 6-save quarter, but she has quietly played quite well. 4 saves now for the game, keeping Germany in it, and they have a chance to get as close as they've been since the first quarter. Markey does well playing that short hop. Gets it right back, shoots it wide. Hit the turf. She's all right. Gets back up. 15 goals, 6 assists, 12 ground balls, 15 draw controls during her sophomore season at Syracuse. Dressendorfer, not much to work with there. Did she end up in the crease? She did. Back to Ireland. Maggie Egan was standing by herself downfield, so they just lobbed it out to her. Said, get to it. Egan sneaks inside 11. Her path cut off. Up top to Ward. Ward keeps it moving. Ward to the middle and Dowd. Dowd from out at 11. Dowd now back behind. Ireland's got more work to do. They've been in control, but it's just a 2-goal game, and they've been having fun, and they've thrown some wild shots. But this thing is far from decided. Kerr, as they clear out for her, she digs in, now comes back to her left, shoots, stopped by Beck. Beck's on one right now. Steed brings it all the way up herself. Go past the midway part of this third quarter. Germany with a chance here. Cut it back to a 1-goal game. Kostjurik into the middle. Markey lobs it over to the outside. Garba from behind. Gets it back. Both teams have been super patient tonight. Kostjurik just keeps it moving. Markey has shown off her speed a time or two. She, Garba, Dressendorfer, the top guns, if you will, for Germany. Ireland doing a whale of a job defensively, limiting what it is those talented German attackers can do. Kostjurik back to Markey. Markey, oh my word, blazes through. Got just a slight screen, went right behind it. The fire coming off the stick from Jenny Markey. It's a 1-goal game again with 6 minutes to play in the third. And Ireland wants a timeout. Sarah Walsh not liking how this one is going. She wants to talk to her team because Jenny Markey just scored her 2nd goal of the game, her 15th of the tournament. She now has 23 points. And Germany back within 1 for the first time since the first quarter as they trail 5-4 with 5:59 remaining in the third. Two teams playing for a 13th place finish here at the World Championships. Chance to go out with a win. Enjoy it. Those flights back always seem to be a bit more pleasant when the last taste you had of competition ended with a victory. Tend to make them a bit more jubilant. Last thing you're thinking about isn't what you could have done, how you came up just a bit short, how it could have been better. Short memories for most athletes. You're not thinking about what happened on Wednesday. You're not thinking about what happened 3 games ago. You tend to think about the last thing you did on a field. So if you finish this thing with a victory, you got a chance to be talking about that on your flight home. Of course, not everybody going back to the same place, but a lot of them are. And for those that are on that flight, they would enjoy it far more with a victory. Get that look at Rachel Ward. Now you see German coach Denise Rossler. Got to be happy with the spirited effort she's gotten from her team after they fell behind 4-0. They have scored 4 of the last 5 goals in this game. 5-4, 5:59 remaining in the third. Glenn Clark and our tremendous ESPN crew with you. The penultimate game at Tiger Field in this event. Ward digs in, going against Health. And this time it's knocked down. Dressendorfer's got a shot at it, and there you go. A little bit too aggressive from Dowd trying to get it back. But Germany's got it. They have a chance to tie things up. Morris cuts off Julia Markey's path to a clear. Germany switches fields. Great move by Lindbergh. No, actually, sorry, that's Unlu. Unlu, the defender, coming all the way up to help with that one. Germany settles into their attack. Looking for the first tie of the game. Garba behind Health. Health fakes a dunk, trying to find some space. Well defended by Heisler. No excuses. Play like a champion today. Dressendorfer dodging right. 2 defenders go with her. The ball's out on the carpet. Pile up. Give it back to Ireland. Ward doing the dirty work. Taking her time. Gavin in no hurry. Waiting for somebody to come open. Kerr was there, and so she'll give it to her. Ireland has not scored now in a good bit. After they shot out of the game with 4 straight goals. They haven't scored since there was 6:18 remaining in the second. So nearly 18 minutes of gameplay without a goal. Dowd's in trouble. She's got to spin out of it. 2 defenders chasing. Somebody's open. Gets it to Ward. Oh, into the middle. How did Kerr get that open? Defensive breakdown makes it easy for Egan. She finds Kerr. Egan's 2nd assist. And for Kerr, this game is her recital. She thinks it's very vital to rock a rhyme that's right on time. Sing it with me at home. Hat Tricky is her title. 3rd of the game, 22nd of the tournament for Kerr. She's got 24 points. Egan now with 25 assists and 32 points here in Baltimore. 6-4. Two and a half remaining. Germany gets it back. Health digs out the draw control. Health, that was dangerous. She planted her foot right near the sideline. Kerr takes it away. Kerr has it taken away right back with the whistle. belongs to Ireland. Again, as we've seen them do a couple of times today, you wonder if they look up at the clock, see there's 2 minutes left, and they say to themselves, let's hold on. Egan's not thinking about that at all. Egan all the way in. She takes a shot, and we're going the other way. Don't think that was what they had in mind. Steed wins the race to the end line, beating out Morris. And Germany will get another shot to make it a 1-goal game. They've hung around. They've fought. They've battled. They've prevented Ireland from turning this one into a laugher. And instead, they have another chance to cut it to 1 goal here in the final minute of quarter number 3. Garba inside. Garba shoots. Garba does indeed make it a 1-goal game.
Red flag.
30 seconds remaining in the third. And now the officials are talking about checking the stick. They're good. Goal's good. Second goal, third point of the game for Antonia Garba. 16th goal, 24th point of the World Championship. It's 6-5 with 29.8 seconds remaining. Dowd not able to get to it, but it will belong to Ireland. Ward will pick it up, 23.9 seconds, plenty of time. Kerr to the near side, Heisler, Heisler. 13 seconds. Dowd, 8 seconds. Egan running bouncer. She draws the shooting space. 4.1 seconds as she heads to the free position. Egan has attempted just 1 free position shot here at the World Championship. She did score off of it. She's showing shot here. Egan, 1 step, fires it high and scores. You wonder why she doesn't shoot more often. She's got a rifle. 1.5 seconds remaining in the third. Maggie Egan, who's been putting in work tonight. First goal, 3rd point of the game. 8th goal, 33rd point of the tournament. 7-5, as we'll have a ceremonial draw to conclude quarter number 3. This is me editorializing in these circumstances. This is where I would throw out like the backup goalie and just say, go have fun. Go enjoy this. It doesn't matter. So this is a good question that was asked by the truck, and I do not know specifically the international rule for if a shot is taken before 0. I have to get an answer on that for the 4th quarter. What I do know is that Ireland is on top of Germany 7-5. 4th quarter is next. You're watching coverage of the World Championships on ESPN.
Gatorade is launched still tomorrow. multi-year initiative to help everyone have equal opportunity to play sports and realize their potential. Learn more about Gatorade's commitment to break down barriers and help millions of kids get into the game by visiting Gatorade.com/community. Lacrosse is proud to sponsor teams competing at the highest level. Compete above with the Ascent Plus complete stick.
I think it's any sport like this.
World Lacrosse 6 is a new format for our sport. It features short, action-packed games played on a smaller field with fewer players. With 6 players taking on the challenge of shooting, a shot clock, and run quarters, the excitement and speed of lacrosse are on a full display. Fans can see the game that players and coaches are raving about by watching sixes at the World Games. From July 7th to 17th in Birmingham, Alabama.
So according to official Rule 14-C of the International Rulebook, a goal is not scored when the ball enters the goal after the umpire's whistle is blown or the horn has sounded. So as Germany wins the opening draw of the fourth and Markey brings it in, we get confirmation that even if you hoist it from midfield, if the ball isn't in the back of the net, by the time the quarter ends, it is not a goal. I know you guys are waiting with bated breath for confirmation about that. 7-5. Ireland on top of Germany. We start the fourth quarter in the 13th place game here at the World Championships. Glenn Clark with you on ESPN. It's turned out to be a good one, which we maybe did not expect when Ireland raced out to a 4-0 lead in the first half, but Germany has battled back. 2-goal game and a chance to get even closer. That's what they'll do. In front, great move, shooting low, Garba. She's had herself a game. Third of the night for Antonia Garba. She joins the hat trick party. 17th goal of the tournament. Now 4 points on the game and 25 on the championship. 7-6, 1-goal game again. Momentum has swung to the side of Team Germany. Can they capitalize on it? Get over the hump. Ward, great determination. Has the ball checked out, but gets it back. Controls the draw. And that's been Ireland's best friend today. And keeping Germany at bay, the draws have been the biggest place of separation as they've won 11 of 16. Free position opportunity coming. Cleo Kerr, who already has a hat trick, picks it up. somebody was not in the right position. .12:39 remaining. Kerr flips to the opposite side. Ireland choosing not to push there. You could argue the clock's their friend, but it's only a 1-goal game. You got to re-seize momentum. Ward settles up top. Space to her right if she wants to try to go. Throws a couple of fake splits. Oh, off the pipe. Great move, but not the finish. Markey chases down the rebound. Ward checks it out of her stick, but gets her arm in the process. And is going to be hit with a card. And Germany now, trailing by 1, will go woman up for a second time tonight with a chance to get things level once again. They converted their first woman-up opportunity of the game. They can make it 2 for 2. We're going to have ourselves a brand new ball game here in the 4th quarter at Tiger Field. Garba's been spectacular. Gives it to Markey. And they'll throw it away instead. Kostjurik just airmailing it. Was looking for Nadig. Sails it over her head. Ireland gets a gift. Now they are going to try to play keep away for the better part of 2 minutes. Card came out. About 12 minutes remaining, so there's still about 1:15 here. And we've seen this a couple times today. Oh, and then Gavin trying to fire it down the field, loses it on her stick, ends up shanking it, tossing it over the sideline, giving it right back to Germany. Still with about a minute of woman up to be had. So Gavin was doing well, just hold the ball, work some clock, then finally decided she wanted to move it down the field. Ends up making an unforced error. Garba runs out of angle, up to Kostjurik. Kostjurik gets free all the way inside. Huge save from Gavin. Crease violation. Back to Ireland, still 20 seconds. Oh, apparently it was a foul, not a crease. It was very close right in there. That's part of the problem when you have that ball right there on the edge of the crease. Clock kept running, so Ireland back to even strength. Garba harassing Gavin. Gavin gets it out, but that's a dangerous pass, and it's going to be another failed clear, another Ireland turnover. This German ride getting the job done. Some conversation finally be picked up. Stayer triggers it back. Another opportunity for Germany. Get this game back to square. Nine and a half left. Ireland extending their defense a little bit. Have not seen a lot of that tonight. And sometimes that can leave a path to goal when you do. A little bit of trouble there as Neal was extended out. Garba very nearly cut it underneath and found an easy route to the cage, but thought better of it. German supporters again imploring, go Germany, go score a goal. Looking for an equalizer. Garba Trying to split defenders, fires it underneath. That's a very dangerous pass. Nadig got it, lost it, but got it back. She had to go up and get that one. Kostyurik now. Kostyurik trying to split the defenders. Draws the foul. She stands at 11 meters. Chance to even things up. Nadig could cut underneath. Instead, she'll move it to the middle. Off the target. Dressendorfer couldn't get it, but the speed of Markey comes in very handy there. As she chases down that ground ball, protects possession for Germany. You see, those are your matchups in the medal games tomorrow. Bronze medal, 9:30, Australia and England in the morning. That's on ESPNU. ESPN2 at noon for the gold medal matchup, the big showdown, the USA and Canada. United States unbeaten at the World Championships, but trying to do something that's never happened in the history of the World Championships. That's a country winning the title on their home soil. Kostyurik has it taken away. No. Well, indeed, yes. Belongs to Ireland. Nadig's being told to move back behind. So a great defensive stand from Ireland in Somerville. Neal. Neal squirts out, but there's going to be a whistle anyway. Six and a half remaining in the fourth. It's turning into potentially a huge possession for Ireland. If they could work some clock and score a goal, they could put Germany in a world of hurt, but if they just throw it away, and they won't be able to do any of those things. Things getting tight. They have played a lot of games in a short amount of time. Day 9 of this tournament. Most of these teams have played all their games in a span of 8 days. For Ireland, their 8th game. For Germany, their 7th. Ahead to Kerr. Of course, Germany played one fewer game in pool play because Uganda was not able to attend the tournament, so they played just 3 in pool play. Perhaps one of the factors. Germany, do they still have a little bit more legs? They gave it right back. 5.5 remaining. Ward settles. Ireland indeed working a little clock right now. Ward dodges right, trying to find some room. Ward backs it off. Instead, Kerr. Kerr's been the go-to tonight. She keeps it moving. Morris. 4:40. Still to play in the fourth quarter. 1-goal game. Ireland on top of Germany, 7-6. Morris all the way back out near the restraining line. She's got to be careful. Garbo was trying to take it out from behind her. Kostyurik extends the stick. Morris will still have it off the restart. And they'll come back and do it again. Going to get players positioned. Morris has room to her right if she wants to run instead. That's what she'll do. Fidel. Fidel in a little bit of trouble in the corner. Fidel right along that end line. Fidel in a lot of trouble. Fidel has got to do something. Whew. Bailed out by a whistle. Amelie Peterson back there defending, making Fidel's life miserable. Now Dowd. 3:40 remaining. Dowd. Dowd trying to get in front. Nothing there. Dowd resets. Ward instead. At some point, Germany has to extend. That's what Garba's going to do now. Can't just keep letting Ireland run the clock. Ball comes out. Garba with Ward on the turf. Garba will have it herself. CT, GB for AG. Transition, Markey. It's 3-on-2. Markey underneath. Dressendorfer ties it up. First of the game for Germany's leading scorer comes at quite an opportune time. Kim Dressendorfer's first of the night, 17th of the tournament, and her 21st point. Ireland needs a timeout. They have seen that what was once a 4-goal lead completely evaporate. Antonia Garba making the defensive play, turns into a fast break. Markey gets her first assist, 3rd point of the game, 9th assist, 24th point of the tournament. And you can read Sarah Walsh just saying, look, calm down, settle, chill. 2:39 to play, 7-7 game. I'd like to take a second here as we are winding down for the tournament to give a shout out to the wonderful crew that we've had on our ESPN broadcasts here at Tiger Field. Our director and producer, Wayne Beggerly, Connor Bilbao working the graphics, Kyle McMahon, our engineer, tremendous cameramen who have been here all throughout the course of the week, Matt Long, Nick Bunting, Eric Hall, Ben Talbot, so many more. I know David Salidi's been doing a lot of the running for everybody. It has been a joy to work this event. Truly a highlight of my lengthy broadcasting career. And appreciate all of the hardworking people who have made it possible out here on Tiger Field, where we've been for a lot of this tournament. And we are being treated to a heck of a game on a Friday night here in Baltimore. 7-7, 2:39 remaining in the 4th. Great to have you with us. Who's going to claim 13th place at the World Championship? Health. Ward will battle for the draw. Ireland's had the advantage for the better part of the evening at the center circle. Germany's improved in that department a little bit as well. It's still an 11-5 advantage for Ireland. German supporters getting fired up, bringing the noise, trying to carry their team to a victory in this tournament finale. Ball still on the turf. It'll belong to Ireland, as it was just waiting there for Dowd. Dowd into the box. Dressendorfer went a bit too far. And you sense, one of the things that Ireland probably talked about is, until they extend, go ahead, run that clock. Of course, Germany happy to go ahead and extend a bit. It's been advantage their defense. 2 minutes remaining. So any goal, any foul, any ball out of bounds, anything like that will stop the clock in the final 2 minutes. We might just be getting started here. What more could you ask for? A thriller. Nightcap. Final night game of the tournament here at Tiger Field. Kerr taking her time. Turn into a situation, if you can, run enough clock where you're taking the final shot. Either you're scoring or you're going to overtime. Kerr, they're not defending against her. They also know if Kerr gets a little bit of space, if she can get around you, she can cause a lot of trouble. Under a minute. Kerr still, she's just been walking out for a stroll on a Friday night at Towson University. Under 40 seconds. We have seen teams choose to engage in other quarters at the 30-second mark, but that's because they want to get the ball back again. Don't know. Egan, under 30 here. Lob back to Kerr. Kerr tries to redirect, can't get it on goal. Ball still loose, and it goes the other way. Did they leave Germany too much time is now the question. 22.8 seconds left. Ireland ran a nice play. Not able to convert. 16 seconds. Steed, Dressendorfer, 10 seconds. Dressendorfer looking for a whistle. She gets it. And it's a card. Oh my. Fidel. On top of everything else, Ireland's going to be woman down. There's just 8.3 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Germany's going to take a timeout. And yes, importantly, in the fourth quarter, so we know if no one scores, we go to overtime. We play golden goal for up to 4 minutes. And very interesting now for Germany, as they could begin the fourth quarter woman up with the yellow card assessed to Nadine Fidel. Let's get a reset here. If you haven't been with us from start to finish, it was all Ireland in the early going. They scored a minute into the game. And it was 4-0 well into quarter number 2. With 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Germany finally got on the board, and then it was back and forth a little ways. But it's 7-5 when Egan scored. Maggie Egan scored with 1 second remaining in the third quarter. That's the last goal that Ireland has scored in this one. They have scored just 3 times since there were 11 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the second. And goals from Garba and Dressendorfer in the fourth have made it all square once again. And Germany now woman up, where they have converted twice tonight. Actually, sorry, just one of their 2 they converted. It's probably about 25 or so meters away, and they're going to throw it away, and that'll be how the quarter comes to a close. So regulation will end in a tie game. Germany not able to get anything off at the end of the fourth. A collision. Cleo Kerr making sure. And everybody's all right. Dressendorfer gets back up, and we're going to play on. Overtime will happen here at Tiger Field to determine who finishes in 13th place. Those are the rules. International play for overtime. Sudden victory. 2 4-minute halves. It'll stop after 4 minutes. We'll flip sides, play another 4 minutes. If no one scored, then we do the exact same thing. You get 1 timeout that you can use in the entirety of overtime. So if you take it early and you don't convert, you might rue the decision. 7-7, Germany, Ireland, 13th place finish at stake. And really the chance to wrap your tournament with a victory and put some smiles on your faces. That's what this is all about. You take a look at the German huddle. Head coach Denise Rossler. Her staff, Karl-Hendrik Neubert, Lisa Schulte, Rachel Schwab, giving directions. Jenny Markey being very vocal in there. Markey's had a great night, 2 goals and an assist. Just updating statistically, Ireland has outshot Germany 20-15. Germany's got the ground ball advantage, 13-10. Ireland at 12-5 draw control. Both teams have turned it over 7 times. The individual numbers. Cleo Kerr with the hat trick. Katrina Dowd, 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Maggie Egan, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Rachel Ward with the other goal for Ireland. And for Germany, what a night it's been for Antonia Garba. I think I cheated her an assist at some point. She's got 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points, now 26 for the tournament. Jenny Markey with a pair of goals. And actually, I think I was right all along. I think those numbers are right because they don't have Markey with that last assist, and that was definitely hers. So I'm going to stick with my numbers. Markey, 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Kostyurik with a goal. Literally, as I say it, they start going about fixing the numbers. Second time on this field here at this tournament that a game has gone to overtime. Wayne, do you remember off the top of your head what the other one was? It says Switzerland, Argentina was the other overtime game here at Tiger Field. Switzerland won that one 8-7 in the first overtime session. What do we have in store for us tonight? Somebody's leaving this tournament as a walk-off winner. Cool moment ahead for one of the players on these teams. Four minutes on the clock. Ireland will be moving, attacking right to left. Germany left to right in this first overtime. Here we go. Flipped up by Ward. Dow trying to grab it. Ground ball still on the turf. Markey gets it. Germany's not won a lot of draws tonight, but they win a huge one here. Still warming up, dating back to the end of the fourth quarter. As I say that, it appears as though it's... No, there we go. Now, okay. Germany was missing somebody out there. Garba, she's been a hot hand. 7-7 game. Who's got a winner? Tessa Helf to Markey. Garba keeps it moving. Kostyurik. It was nearly knocked down. Helf to the middle. Shot, save. What a save for Gavin. She had that huge first quarter. Didn't face quite as much, but Ireland, and that's been a problem for them. They throw it away, a failed clear. Massive save, Gavin's 8th of the game. They give it right back. Get everybody positioned correctly. Markey swings it to the other side of the field. 2.5 remaining. Another chance for Germany to find a winner. Garba back up top and Markey. They keep it moving. Kostyurik takes it herself. Oh, and another one. So many chances for Germany. Boy, it's nice to have a goalie you can believe in big moments. Now, can Ireland clear it? It's been an adventure. Under 2 minutes to play in this first overtime session. First couple of chances belong to Germany. Ball comes free once more, taken back. Another failed clear, the 9th turnover of the game from Ireland. 2 failed clears in overtime, racing all the way in. Boy, you wonder if Peterson thought about it at all. Imagine a defender getting the chance to be the hero in overtime. Now, Germany with 1:20 remaining. Do they take a page out of Ireland's book, slow it down, and hold for the final shot? Golden goal territory. You score, you win. 1 minute to play. Markey moving to her right. We know how fast Markey is. She gets a little bit of space. She can make Ireland pay. Dressendorfer, the leading scorer. Dressendorfer, nowhere to go. Dodging to her right. Oh, she thought about sticking that left foot back in to try to find a space in front of the goal. Thought better of it. Neubauer, 30 seconds. Neubauer surveying. Germany has successfully worked the clock. Can they find a goal? Markey. Markey pulls up. Couple of fakes. And she's going to get a free position chance with 8.9 seconds remaining in extra time. Jenny Markey has been wonderful throughout this tournament. 15 goals, 24 points. Can she find the biggest of her trip to Baltimore? Huge moment, 9 seconds left in overtime. Markey's got all kinds of speed. Inside, fakes, no! Gavin again! And she's content to hold it. And we will play a second overtime. What a night. Emily Gavin putting the team on her shoulders. Coming up with some massive saves here in overtime. Gavin now with 10 for the game. Teams will switch, no break. Just move to the other side of the field. Get ready to go. 4 minutes back on the clock for double overtime. Are you not entertained? We've been here for 10 days. What's a few more minutes? Got more games coming up tomorrow. Maybe we'll just camp out here. Team switch sides. Can we keep talking about the medal games tomorrow? Bronze medal, England and Australia. Gold medal, USA and Japan. And Ireland will have it. Really good job of finding some help, although it's still got to be picked up. Dowd ultimately gets it. There was some trouble there as Cleo Kerr was just hoisting it in her direction. Dowd, path cut off. Ireland. Boy, you wonder, we used to see this all the time in the college game before the possession clock. You wonder if they're thinking about trying to milk all of this 4 minutes. That's sort of how they've done things. Right now, they're showing a willingness to run an offense fairly quickly into this second overtime. Dowd backs it out. Gets around inside, that'll do it! Stick check, we'll make sure. Goal is good. Katrina Dowd, the hero tonight. Her third of the game. Ireland finishes in 13th place. And what was a wonderful double overtime thriller. Thank you to all of you who joined us for this one. thank you to the entire crew. Again, your final score here tonight in overtime, Ireland 8, Germany 7. I'm Glenn Clark. You've been watching coverage of the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's Championships on ESPN.